What's happening, YouTube? It's your homie S. Dot coming back to you with another video. And today's video is going to be the second round in the Digi-Gauntlet for 3 Musketeers, and this is game 1. So check this game out to start. Excuse me for the glare on his side, but as you can see, as he moves, you can kind of see what's in raising. It's just the blocker Commandramon, and then he also has the recruiter Commandramon that he starts out with, which is a very strong turn. The D-Brigade deck loves to, not loves to, but really likes to go first and plays well off of going first. And as you can see, his next turn, he would have 2 solid attacks here, but I'm going to Digivolve into the Mon that can recur one of your 7 Great Demon Lords or 3 Musketeers. No, excuse me, 7 Great Demon Lords, or is it something else? Or whatever. From your hand to your trash, and or your trash to your hand, excuse me. And then I'm going to play a Vilemon and put him at 2 to disallow him to attack and get some chip damage in. So he's going to Digivolve into a Sealsdramon and kind of pretty much go on the defensive here and not, get that offensive pressure because I played the Vilemon. I feel like it was necessary. I was only giving him 2 memory on top of that anyway. He's going to pass 2 memory back to me and play the 3000 DP Commandramon. That's a 2 cost, pretty good. I'm going to raise Imp here, so it's kind of weird. Both of our decks like to get in chip damage, especially early on, but it's not going to happen here because we both have blockers. I am going to play the Deputymon, though. Deputymon's going to grab me a Fly Bullet, which is nice to be able to use for like that Demi-Meramon that I have under Impmon. My opponent's going to hatch a Pagumon. By the way, he has a Pagumon under his Sealsdramon, so whenever that black Digimon dies, he'll be able to reveal the top card of his deck. If it's a black, he'll be able to add it to his hand, which is a really nice recursion card that black has. So definitely one of my, one of the better cards coming out of BT6. He does decide to attack with the Commandramon here, though. So I'm going to block with my Vilemon, and what that's going to allow him to do is search 3, and he misses Izzy and a Iron Fist Onslaught, but he gets another Recruiter Commandramon out. Him doing that, I'm assuming, was just to kind of start filling his trash with D-Brigade. And he also is getting another check in here, which is nice. So with the Commandramon, because that's not a Mechanori, so the Vilemon, of course, is not going to unsuspend or anything. But anyway, he's going to run into a okay. So he's going to play Jewalt Schwarmer here. So he's going to literally dark hole the entire board for our Yu-Gi-Oh players out there. And it's going to trigger Pagumon for him, which is a blocker Commandramon, with the Jewalt Schwarmer. And then he's also going to trigger the Commandramon, which is actually, you know what, that was a good play. At first I was like, whoa, but then after everything panned out, he still has a guy on board now from the second Recruiter Commandramon, which is actually really good. And he also filled his trash even more with D-Brigade, so it's actually pretty good. I have another Vilemon here. Looks like I'm very weak on rookies, which is unfortunate. I did also use my Demi-Mera effect as well to pitch a Jewalt Schwarmer, as you can see in my grave, so very rough start for me. Looks like it's not really going too well, and it seems like he has a lot going for him. But it is what it is. See how things potentially turn out. It's gonna Digivolve into the Nanimon. Nanimon is a 3K DP, 3K DP level 4 that just costs 3 to play, which is nice. So similar to like Fugamon in the red deck. I'm going to Digivolve into Genkamon Promote for 1. It costs 2 normally over a level 3, but it costs 1 over another champion. I'm going to swing. I'm going to finally draw into a Soundbirdmon, which is really good. I'm going to swing and hit into a Zwart Defeat, unfortunately. So, yeah, this whole game is going against me, unfortunately. It's looking not too good. I think I'm at 0. So, like, I do have Fly Bullet, which doesn't get rid of the Zwart. This would be one of the only times since the Zwart's level 7. Level 7s are actually kind of interesting against this deck, Musketeers, because they really don't have a lot of outs to be able to get rid of it, especially if you have more Digimon on the field. I say that because you can't Fly Bullet it, you can't Trump Sword if it's suspended, and then the only way you can really get rid of it is by the Happy Bully Showering, but like that has to be their only Digimon on the field, which that doesn't happen most of the time. So level 7s are pretty hard to get rid of, and something to think about. I do play Millenniumon though, so Millenniumon, if I had a way to potentially get it out and let the Beelstarmon survive, I could get rid of the Zwart that way. But alas, we're not going to really trip about that right now. We still got a good bit of security. It's not, he's not going for game or anything anytime soon. If anything, he's probably going to use the defeat to attack my Genkakumon Promote here. So we're going to swing Defeat, and yep, this is exactly what happens. So it gets rid of a body there. Very smart. It's going to swing the blocker Commandramon for 2. Doesn't care if it dies here. So I do have the Happy Bullet Showering, but I think I'm going to use it to probably kill Nanimon. There's no reason to kill the Commandramon. Yep, kill the Nanimon so that Nanimon doesn't get another bit of value in attacking there. So that was decent there. Gives me some breathing room. I should be at 3 security now. Sometimes I forget to change my dice. As you can see, my dice over. There we go. Changed it. cool. He's gonna play Digimon here. So Digimon, I think he has the 5 now because he definitely was filling up his grave earlier, and as you can see, he moved the dice from 5 to 2. So he definitely has a 3, and he's putting the pressure on me really bad. So he's probably gonna attack with this this Digimon, excuse me. And yeah, if he also if he has Zort here, or even if this Digimon lives, I'm definitely in trouble on this next turn coming up. So he's showing me the order that he's going to put the Commandromons in. Looks like 1 recruiter, then a blocker, and then the level, the 2-star? No, it's a 2-drop, and then the... Alright, so put those to the top. And then Digimon's going to swing and hit into a... My hand's over it, can't see it. Okay, it looks like just an Ogremon. I think I want to take that Ogremon out for a Mechanorimon and try maybe another Mechanorimon somewhere else, because Mechanori is definitely really good against the Bond decks, which is a weak matchup for you, both of them really. A weaker matchup. It's going to Digivolve into a defeat. Defeat's just going to choke me at 1, which just, so there's no, one thing I could do here, which would be nice, if I did have Happy Bullet Showering, if I could attack and get rid of the Pagu or the Commandromon, Happy Bullet Shower would be great here, because I would be able to get rid of both defeats. That would be great value. The only problem is I have to have the Beelstarmon to do it, and then since I get rid of both defeats will end up killing both my Digimon, but I think it would probably behoove me to probably get rid of them if I did have that play. So that would be one thing I can do, because the Deputymon can attack over the Commandromon and then play the Beelstar. So it's not too far-fetched in the realm of having, you know, that combination of cards. We're talking about just 2 cards, but I don't have any in my trash, so I guess I'm asking for both to be in my hand. So I don't know, we'll see. Can't just play the Happy Bullet Showering from my hand right now, unfortunately, because I don't have a red source on the field. With the Beelstarmon, though, obviously I would be able to do that. So I'm actually going to play the Nailbone. Oh no, a discard for Demi-Marimon, never mind. From the Soundbird. I was going to say, can't play Nailbone, look at me cheating. Shout out again to the Power Ranger Matt, my boy Joe, hooking me up with the Power Ranger Matt. So not sure what I can do here. I don't even know if Gundramon is that good here. I guess Gundramon does get rid of the Commandramon body, so that might be something potentially worth doing, because I'm kind of down and out right now, and I only have 2 security left, so I need to get rid of a Digimon no matter what here. So even if I just simply swing the Deputymon into the Commandramon, like I've said a few times, I definitely probably need to do that. Let's say if I do that and then he does attack and I have a Happy Bullet Showering in security, that's probably the best case scenario, because the Happy Bullet Showering does trigger. The only one of the 3 Musketeers cards that do not trigger is the Jawal Schwarmer. So I am going to play the Beelstar. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 in there, so it's going to be 8, so it's going to put him at 6, which is a lot, but what else can I do? I know I'm not worried about a Digimon coming anytime soon. I just killed one and he put the 5 Commandramon, or D-Brigade on top rather. I get back, looks like I'm getting back the Nailbone and playing the Nailbone back. Yeah, and I get the Valmon here. I misplayed here, so I never even bothered attacking the Commandramon to get a body off the field. So that was 100% a misplay on my part, looking back at it. But it is what it is. It's good that I was able to notice it and, you know, do better in the future. Okay, so we got the Recruiter Commandramon in the back, and then he's going to attack with the Zort. I'm going to let that go through. That's Impmon that ends up being trash from the security. And then I'm going to have Trump Sword. Trump Sword is going to hit that Commandramon there. So if I would have already had killed the Commandramon, the Trump Sword wouldn't have done anything there. So I guess it kind of doesn't matter. We're in the same position we would have been in if I would have swung the Deputy. Well, I guess I take that back. The Zort would have been able to attack my Deputy. So I actually have % game right here. Maybe I take that back. Maybe that's the reason why I didn't attack, because I put him at 3 security, and then I was going to bank on swinging with all my guys for game next turn. So maybe it wasn't a misplay. But it doesn't matter, because the guy has Magnadramon, which is going to put him back at 5. Now I do not have game anymore, which is so rough. I wasn't expecting that to come down either. I mean, I know the deck plays it, but so that's unfortunate. This would probably be a good time to play a Zort, I guess, to not give him that much memory whatsoever, and to potentially bring back blockers. That's one powerful thing about the Musketeer deck, how it can get defensive all of a sudden. You can Digivolve over your Gundramon or your Beelstarmon, and then mill 3, which is going to help you fuel more for your Beelstarmon, then also allow you to bring back Mechanoris or even Ogremons. Ogremon, if you have a level 4 you want to destroy or lower, you can do the on-play effect there. Even bring around Deputymon. Any of those on-play effects will trigger. Impmon, etc. Or just simply bringing back 2 blockers, because you're able to bring back 2 blockers that have 8k or less, or 8 costs of 8 or less, which is nice. So He puts me at 5. I don't know what I'm really doing with 5 memory right here, right now. Again, if I could, like... I can't do both this turn. I'll take that back. I can't get rid of the Magna. Yeah, because Magna's 11, and then the Zords are 15, so... So gonna hit his Commandramon there. Not bad. Well, I'll take that back. That does fill his trash a little bit for another D-Brigade Darkdramon play here, potentially, so something we got to be aware of. But I am at 0 security, and he has 3 attacks, though, so I don't know how I'm going to be able to get out of this because I only have 1 blocker to his 3 attacks, and I have 0 security. So not really sure what I'm able to do here. So I am going to place, discard a Trump Sword for Soundbirdmon. And the Soundbird dies to another Commandra. Oh, and I'll take it back. I think another reason why I swung freely and it was fine because we knew what the cards were on top, right? From the Darkdramon. He just healed 2 of those cards, so it's not like he had anything dangerous coming out, like, you know, I guess an Izzy or Iron Fist Onslaught, so it's all good. I need to be able to do 2 things here, though. I'm at 6 memory. That's not enough to play an option, which is unfortunate. I don't know if I have enough in trash to, like, play Beelstarmon to not pass turn. And I need to be able to kill the Magna Dramon with... the Trump Sword. Then I need another blocker, or I need a Nailbone. Like I need 2 different cards here to disallow me to lose on the following turn. And doesn't look like I have it because I guess I'm kind of just shuffling my hand. And Steph, the cards don't change, bro. But you know, it is what it is. See what I'm deciding to do here. Okay, so I have Rebellymon here. So Rebellymon still doesn't do it though. I'm going to put myself at 3 because it costs 3, and then when Digivolving, you discard a card from your hand, and then the I just forgot his name. Jesus Christ. The Rebellymon gains retaliation and blocker till the end of your opponent's next turn. So, which is nice, but I need a Trump Sword or Fly Bullet here to get rid of the Magna Dramon. Otherwise, it doesn't matter. Okay, so I do have the Beelstar here, so that works. So I have a billion in trash, not a billion, but I got a good bit in trash. I'm gonna put him at 2. So it only costs 5. Okay, so I had 8 in trash. So I'm gonna get back the Fly Bullet and then kill the But honestly, if I'm being super honest here, now that I think about it, it's funny. I'm noticing it the same time I noticed in game. He has a guy in raising, so the simple math, I just still lose. And I'm sitting there like, wow, I forgot he had that in raising, and honestly, the glare kind of threw me off. So this is a lesson for everybody to be able to, you know, you want to try to take advantage of your opponents with potentially with things like that. I guess I could have remembered, but at the same time, I think because there was a glare on it, I kind of wasn't really paying attention to it, so I couldn't really, you know, register that he has another Digimon in his trash. And right now, I don't even know why I'm still playing. This is one of those times where you should save. Yeah, there we go. I'm finally scooping. Save some time, just scoop, because obviously the game is over with some simple math. Again, that was my fault, but at the same time, what I'm getting at is when it comes to nationals, you guys want to make sure that your webcams are super clear, you know, clear as possible. If there is a glare, figure it out. Figure it out whether it's lighting, if you have to get some type of like shade or like an umbrella with a, you know, extension or whatever to like cover over the glare area. You do not want to have any type of issues to have your opponent potentially wanting to call a judge because you don't have a clear view of your screen. Of course, it's not a big deal right here, right now, because we're just playing for, you know, we're testing. But at the same time, you definitely guys want to keep that in mind going into nationals. All right, moving on to game 2. I'm quite sure I'm going to have him go first, as a lot of the times this deck usually passes, you know, 2 or more memory. So, I mean, a lot of matchups were really just going first the entire time, or second rather. There we go. Okay, get the viewer out of there. All good. He's gonna play the blocker Commandramon on the first turn, so he's giving me 4 actually. So we'll definitely take that going into our first turn. See if I can open up a rookie. We do. We open up Gazi. Not one of the ones we'd like to see, but at the same time, whatever. As long as we got a rookie, we will take that no matter what. Gazi is actually pretty good against this matchup. No, not pretty good. It's actually very, very good. It might end up being a win condition on its own. Real quick, the Deputymon is gonna play, and I have the option between Trump Sword and Fly Bullet. I don't know why I took the Trump Sword. Fly Bullet is good in almost every other situation, I guess, unless he has a defeat. So I probably should have took the Fly Bullet. Small misplay. Speaking of Trump Sword, there's another one, so we'll take that and hit the blocker Commandramon. Cannot complain about that. But yeah, Gazimon is really good against D-Brigade because when the Darkdramon comes out, you drop it for 13, and then you gain 8 memory for, you know, each D-Brigade that you have in your trash. You gain 2 memory. So when you put back the 5, that's 10, and then the Darkdramon will cost 13 minus 10. It'll be 3 memory. So you can't gain memory except for Tamer effects because of Gazimon. So Gazimon is actually really insane against this deck. One of their only outs is Ultimate Flare if they are even playing it, and even then, when they play the Ultimate Flare, it most likely is going to pass their turn. So if I have a way to bring back the Gazimon once again with a you know, Nailbone or Zort or whatever, then they're definitely in trouble and can't play one of their better pieces to continue the game the way they'd like anyway. So I'm gonna Digivolve into a Rebellion here. Gundramon would have been better, but I mean, we'll take what we can get. Rebellion is a nice gateway to be able to get you into Gundramon the following turn too, because because it doesn't cost 6 here, you can Digivolve for 3. Oh, actually, okay, I'm gonna swing the Rebellion. Discard the Happy Bullet Shower in the card we didn't even see last game. Get rid of the Commandramon. Then we're gonna play a Vilemon. So that's very powerful because it's gonna be able to disallow him to attack and get any chip damage in. But back to what I was saying about Rebellion, you can use the Rebellion since it can Digivolve over a black or purple Digimon, and discard a card, and then give you that blocker retaliation. Then the following turn you can just Digivolve into Gundramon like normal, because Gundramon is a level 6 Digimon, and then it costs 4. So that following turn, instead of costing 6 over Deputymon, it just costs that 4, and you'll be able to still trigger his effect. Yada yada yada. So we're in a decent position here. He doesn't have anything. I guess like Jawalt Schwarmer would not be cool here. I'd be kind of annoyed, but he'd give me 5 memory, and just keep it moving. We'll be able to cycle with the Demi-Meramon. So again, there's a glare. Unfortunately, guys, forgive me with the glare. But it is what it is. So I'm not gonna say, hey, bro, I'm not recording this because you have a glare or whatever on you. This match is pretty good, so I'm hoping you guys are enjoying it thus far. If you made it this far, even and still watching, thanks for staying with me. Speaking of Jawalt Schwarmer, he actually ended up still having it anyway. That was cool of him. I respect him for trying to attack and see if he would let me, let him get chip damage anyway. But there's literally no reason not to block that. It's not like he had like another Digimon that would threaten killing my Vilemon. So I blocked, but he did have the Jawalt Schwarmer anyway. That's fine. It is what it is. Gonna Digivolve into the Entmon that allows you to recur your 7th grade Demon Lord or 3 Musketeers. Gonna play another Deputymon. So interesting. You don't normally see Deputymon. That's a pretty good mill too. So we got the Jawalt Schwarmer, and of course we're gonna take the Beelstarmon usually over the Gundramon. Especially because I just Digivolved one of my Entmons in grave. It would have been cool to get the Gundramon if I had another Entmon in hand. So not sure if I had another Entmon to just be able to recur that Beelstarmon back or not, but. And then since we didn't have to pass turn with that because he played a Jawalt Schwarmer, had put me to 5, and then Deputy put me to 0 when I played it. And then I'm putting him to 6 now, but I actually hit Nailbone, which is actually insane here, off of the Gundramon effect. When Digivolving, reveal the top 5 cards of your deck. You may play one 7-cost option card from those cards revealed. Otherwise, if you don't, you get to delete one of your opponent's Digimon that have 4K or less. And I just hit the best card I could hit there. I hit the Nailbone that gets me back to Vilemon, and then also Gazi. And this is also a really big misplay here. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. Why did I not attack or block with the Gundramon? I don't know. I have no idea why I didn't block the Gundramon. Don't mind me. I'm very silly and just misplaying all over the place. Luckily, it's a minor misplay, and he doesn't have a lot going on, but I mean, there's still no excuse why I didn't attack with the Gundramon. So there's misplay number 2, or maybe 3, I guess, potentially. Speaking of Darkdramon, so he's going to try to play the Darkdramon here, and I don't think he realizes what's happening. And again, this isn't tournament, so I'm not going to say, oh, bro, card laid, card played, or anything like that. Yeah, I'm letting him know here now. As you can see, I guess he forgot what Gazi does, but Gazi is the homie, and very annoying. Stops all of the memory boost effects, etc. Anything that's not a tamer, so. Not going to be able to play that Darkdramon, which is actually a really big hindrance to his deck because he can't play that. Well, he can, but it'll cost 13 and it'll put me at 7. Okay, so he does have the Ultimate Flare. So Ultimate Flare is going to put me back down to the Deputymon, and I'm going to lose my Gazi here. Oh no, I take that back. He can't even do that because he doesn't even have a source out right now. So that's another thing. He doesn't have a egg, or he doesn't even have a tamer to be able to play, or black memory boost or whatever, in order to be able to play that. So it ended up working out. So let's see what he actually ends up deciding to do here, if anything. If he does have an Izzy or any tamer, he could play the tamer, which wouldn't pass turn, and then he could play Ultimate Flare. But he's not going to do any of that. This man is going to hard drop a defeat. So we got to deal with the defeat now. I'm not that scared of defeat. A lot of times the defeat comes around, you kind of just act like he's not there, to be honest. Jesmon's one of the few decks that could deal with it with a Judgment of the Blade into an Omnimon. And then protect itself. Besides that, there's not a lot of decks that really just deal with the Zord. I could Millenniumon here though, so I think I did mill 1 earlier, and I think I'm only playing 2 in this build currently. So Millenniumon would be nice here because I don't even think it'll pass turn. I think I'm at looks like I'm at 9 memory. Yeah, I'm at 9. So if I had a Millenniumon, that would be pretty good because I would out the Zord. But I'm gonna play Beelstar. Not sure how many I have in trash, but we're gonna find out. Looks like it only costs 3 or 2. Because the memory gauge didn't move that much. Yeah, he's at 7 on his side, and I think I'm on 7. Gotta play the Nailbone again. Nailbone is going to Okay, I get the Trump Sword. Okay, so I get the Trump Sword here, and I guess I don't care what he kills. I have 4 Digimon for him to select from. It'd be crazy because it's like, man, I guess I need to kill the Gazimon, but then I still have like 2 big Megas on the field. So he actually has a crazy choice here. Of course, Impmon is not the, doing any threat. I feel like the best choice would probably be the Gazimon. If not the Gazi, probably the Gundramon. Yeah, because the Gundramon is a blocker. He has an extra effect besides the Beelstar. And the Beelstar, so I guess it wasn't that crazy of a choice, right? Because you don't want to kill the Beelstar because Beelstar, I have the Impmon, so I can just grab the Beelstar back, etc. And yeah, the Gazi's probably really annoying for him, but he does have the Ultimate Flare, as we know, though. So I guess he can just deal with the Gazimon the following turn. I'm gonna draw and discard for Demi-Meramon after my Impmon dies. I think when I move my hand to the side, I'm calculating, putting how many. Oh, there we go. We got this word. It's really good. But yeah, how many D-Brigade or 7-cost options and I have in my trash. So I'm gonna get back the Genkumon Promote here, and that's gonna put me at 1, costing 6 from the Zwart, and bring back the Promote. Promote's gonna allow me to continue pressuring him this turn, so I'm gonna attack him for 6. And I may or may not should have actually done that. For one, because it's a Corjamon. It's like, I wouldn't know this Corjamon, but I actually forgot clearly about Magnadramon. I think I actually should have left him at well, no, I take that back too. Never mind. So since he played the Ultimate Flare, it's not like I can forget or just like unsee the fact that he played Ultimate Flare. He played it by accident, so I mean, we're taking advantage of it in a sense, but we're not doing it like maliceful because again, he showed us the card even though he wasn't able to play it. Thing is, ultimately, what I'm getting at is he can only do one or the other. He can only Ultimate Flare or he could play the Magnadramon since he's at 3 security. So I think that's probably why I put him at 3, because normally against decks that play Magnadramon, you like to leave them at 4 security until you're able to put more pressure on them for game and leave them in a situation where again they're only able to play 1 card. But since he showed us the Ultimate Flare, I guess in hindsight it's like, well, I could probably potentially be wanting to try to play around it anyway and leave him at 3 security, but alas, it doesn't really matter. Like I said, this situation works out because he can only play one or the other in terms of Ultimate Flare or the Magnadramon. He's gonna swing into security, which is interesting. I don't know if he realized I had Valmon on the field, so unless he's going for like a Gewaltstormer, I guess, because Gewaltstormer will kill everything but the Zwart. And one of the most powerful things about this deck is the fact that Zwart, if he lives, when he attacks and you have a Beelstar under it, the fact that you get to add the level 6 under him back to your hand, that means you just have a free Beelstar to be able to play again. Way too much value. That's one of the most powerful and favorite things I like about this deck. And then of course you even get value with the Zwart. When he swings, he usually kills just about anything. Of course, anything that's unsuspended and 12 costs or less. I am going to do that. I'm going to attack, add the Beelstar back. Going to pop his Commandramon. Before we do a security check though, he's going to get the Commandramon and he bricks. And he also hits a Magnadramon too, which we noticed. So missing a Magnadramon there, so maybe he doesn't even have one in his hand. Gonna hit a Commandramon there. I'm gonna swing with the Impmon. Impmon's gonna hit a Commandramon die there, and then we still have 2 more attacks for the game. So moving on to game 3, let's get it. Moving on to game 3, he actually decides to go first, which is interesting. I definitely think he should go second. Well, no, I take that back. After he just played that Recruiter Commandramon, I see why he wanted to go first. If you open with that I can't talk. The Recruiter Commandramon, it's definitely a very powerful first turn. He's also going to play the what is that? The Dracomon. The Dracomon, which lets you search any Drummon, which I think is so funny that you can search any Drummon. It lets you get Magnadramon, Corjamon, literally, of course, like I said, any Drummon, your Dark Drummon. Very, very cool and interesting card. I'm going to have Sunamon. Sunamon is the one of in the deck. I play, of course, 4 Demi-Mera and 1 Sunamon. The cards that I have together right now are really good together. Soundbird. So Soundbird, when he attacks on the following turn, I'll discard an option from my hand to get the Deputy again. It's really good. See if I hit anything. I hit a Beelstarmon, so can't complain about that. No 7-cost options, but again, at least we got a hit no matter what it was, so we'll take it to be able to use as fodder for our, well, I guess if it was a 7-cost option, we would use it as fodder, but, just a +1 in general, we will take it. Gonna reveal a Iron Fisted Onslaught for the Pagumon, and oh no, that wasn't a Recruiter Commander. Well, either way, D-Brigade likes to, go first because they have the Recruiter Commander, and then you'll be able to get in for damage super early, and then also, recruit potentially another Commandramon. It's going to play the Izzy. Izzy's going to cost 4, but Izzy's really cool because it lets you set up your next couple turns and you know what you're going to draw, and then it also allows you to potentially make it a 3-cost Memory Tamer if you hit all blacks, which he just did. And again, when I was talking, sorry, I'm kind of bouncing around. But I'm going to use the Deputy to attack his Dracomon. Then I'm going to use the Soundbirdmon to discard Gewaltstormer to gain a memory. Then I'm also going to draw a card off the Sunamon. So literally it was free, which was always a feel good when you have that play. send them on whenever you trash a card from your hand by an effect. At any point, you draw a card, so essentially you just replace the card, which is nice. And then I'm going to Digivolve into Gundramon. He can't do anything about this. Like, there's no, like, he has Iron Fisted Onslaught, but I'm just going to put him at 4. It's 1 extra than he normally would get, which is fine. Yeah, so I missed, or I hit a couple things off of I think I hit a whole bunch of Musketeers off of that. I didn't hit a Nail Bone, which would have been the most ideal thing to hit off of that, but we did Field our Graveyard, in, our trash, rather, for our Beelstarmon, though, in future turns, so. And he's an 11k blocker. We actually, in this position, might just start attacking with it, to be honest, so. Well, maybe not, because I guess he gets 2 guys out here. If he plays the Dracomon's going to search him. Looks like one of the Drummons, the Seal Drummon, I think. And if he plays another guy, he'll have 2 attacks, so maybe I won't attack with the, Gundramon and just leave him pretty brolic, Gonna play Izzy. So Izzy, and then having the Izzy and Joe out is very powerful because he'll always be able to start at 5 memory, and then if any of his black Digimon die on my turn, he could tap the Izzy and Joe to draw a card. So like just digging through your deck like that, and plus having a Pagumon is just so good. I'm gonna Digivolve into the Mill Impmon in the back. That's the one that on deletion you trash the top 3 cards of your deck, which is definitely one of the things we want in this deck. So that'll be pretty good for the next turn coming. I have 3 memory. Let's see how I end up utilizing it. I'm going to play Ogremon. So this is the card I was talking about earlier. Man, I talk about Ogremon, but the Mechanorimon would have been actually better there. Well, I lied. I guess I'm getting rid of a body, and I have a body that can attack, so I take that back. Ogremon does have his merits right there. Ogremon also helps fuel your grave even further for your Beelstarmon, so I take that back. But Mechanori also is a card I wanted to consider and play because it's Mechanori. It's really good. Really good against the Bond deck, so they don't get that early chip damage, and he has 6k, which is really annoying for your opponent. But, yeah. So he's gonna raise here, which was also nice, but I don't want to talk. Let me take that back about Ogremon. Ogremon, shout out to you, man. Ogremon, you're good because in this situation now he only has 1 attack instead of 2 attacks. He could like swing once, and then I would have blocked the Gundramon. Then he could have swung again, like he did game 1, and get that chip damage. So that was actually a pretty solid move there. He's gonna play a 90mon for 3, put himself to 2. And then, ooh, okay, the blocker commander. So I mean, he has 4 security, so I guess I'm not really threatening game or anything like that. But this allows me to attack with the Impmon and get some chip damage. At the same time, I might still attack with the Impmon anyway because I just need him to die because I really want to be able to use his effect. So that's what I'm gonna do anyway. And plus, if he does block with one of his blocker Commandramons, I'm just gonna attack over it with my Commandramon or my Ogremon. So. Gonna trigger Impmon's effects here eventually. Okay, I'm gonna use Demi Mare's effect first. I'm gonna draw. I don't know what's right. Comment down below what you guys like to do. Do you guys like to mill 3 first, then draw? Or do you like to draw for Demi Mare first, then mill 3? You probably should just mill 3 first, I guess, so you can see what you milled and then draw and assess after that because it's the last thing to happen. I don't know. It's so much variance though, I don't know if it really matters. You can be mad at yourself if you do it one way or not the other way, you know what I mean? We have a pretty stacked, I feel like we have a pretty stacked, trash though with the options and 3 Musketeers though, so I don't know if I really want to play Beelstar here though. If I have Beelstar and I have a Nailbone and also have the Gazi and trash though, it might behoove me to do that play though, because again we talked about Gazi and how good it is. He won't be able to play the Darkdramon and Ultimate Flare in the same turn because either one of them, well yeah, literally either one of them would pass turn, but I don't think he'll ever drop Darkdramon for 13. Well, I can't say that. He dropped a Zwart for 15, right? But, I mean, Darkdramon is 13 and doesn't do a lot without being able to have that rush attack. So, anyway, babbling aside, I'm going to swing with the Ogremon, and he's going to block? What is that? Oh, okay, he blocks with the Commandramon there. He, oh no, wait, why did I die there? I don't know why I died there, but I guess I died. Because the Ogremon has 4k. I don't know, I'm missing something. Feels cleaned up pretty nice though. 90mon can attack on his following turn, but I guess that's fine because I'm at 3 security, so I'm not potentially dying. Even if he has Darkdramon, I'll still be at 1 security. So I'm gonna play another deputy. I'm seeing all the deputies this game. Can't complain. We miss again for options, but we do grab another Beelstar. Definitely, once again, cannot complain. We will take that. Gonna hatch, I'm assuming what is a Pagumon. Looking through my grave. Can't tell what he Digivolve, but we'll know when he raises it, because as you can see, his battle area is pretty clear. So, gonna hit into his work. Mega dead. 15k. And he is going to play the Digimon. So Digimon, I'm sure that he has 5 in trash, and it's only going to cost 3 at this point. So he has 2 options. He can attack my security, or he can crash with my Gundramon. I don't know. I don't even know if he's playing Zord. We know he plays Zord Defeat, but he's not. There's another deputy. He's not. Well, we're about to see, because he's okay. So he has another Zord. Zord Defeat, I feel like would be so much better in that spot though, because I can't. Or Zord, excuse me, not Zord Defeat. Zord would be so much better because it's 15k. Can't really get rid of it. It's also 7. A level 7, so again, I can't really get rid of it, because when he brings back 2 guys, I can only happy bullet showering anything, you know, with the lowest DP, so I can't really get to the level 7 there. But I also technically can't get to the Zord here, but I'm not really as scared of Zord Defeat, excuse me, as I am of the regular Zord. So is what it is though. We are going to attack with the Gundramon and get some damage in here. That looks like the recruiter command Jamon he has in the back. We're in trouble because he has another Izzy and Joe, which means he's going to start at least at 7. And my Deputymon lives here. I hit the 3k Commandramon, of course. So no matter what, I'm definitely going to have, you know, a bunch of guys on the field here. Only other thing I can see me doing here, which would be a really cool pro play, would be play the Happy Bullet Showering to kill his defeat, which would kill whatever he wants, and then I won't, you know, give him more memory for the Izzy and Joe, which would be nice. So we are going to play Beelstar, so kind of just going in here doesn't really matter. Yeah, he's going to just go to 7, so it is what it is. I think I'm counting for him, letting him know how many I have in trash. See what I end up bringing back. I could probably Nailbone here. Yeah, so I'm going to get back Nailbone and probably just going to use it to kind of help flood the board and threaten game on the following turn. So Jawalt Schwarmer would hurt here, especially because he can attack my Gundramon. Then also, well, I guess I'd block with the Vilemon, so never mind. So we're going to get back Soundbirdmon. Don't have a Gazi, unfortunately. We do have a Gazi in Raising, but unfortunately it looks like we don't have one in Trash, but it is what it is. So we get back to Soundbirdmon. It's probably the best one to be able to get back, because keep in mind, on-play effects do not trigger for Nailbone whatsoever, even when you hit it in security. So the Soundbird, you know, will be able to use his effect on the following turn if I get that far. I don't know. I have one blocker, and he already played Darkdramon, so we don't have to worry about a Darkdramon coming out. He has 7 memory, so he can't, again, he can't, 8 would be the magic number. He can't, like, Iron Fist or Onslaught or Jawalt Schwarmer me and, no, I lied. He can Jawalt Schwarmer me and keep his turn. No, that would be actually pretty good here. But it still wouldn't be game, though, because I still have 1 security, so. And then he also probably can't just, like, attack my security unless it's going for game. He has to attack the Gundramon, which he just does there. I think I potentially misplayed. Wasn't thinking about Jawalt Schwarmer. I think I should have blocked with the Vilemon. So if he Jawalt Schwarmers, I'm only losing the Deputy and the Soundbirdmon. He'd also be losing his Commandramon as well. Keep in mind, it deletes all 7 cost or less Digimon on the field. So I definitely think I should have blocked with the Vilemon there. Mistake of mine. So there's mistake number 3. 4 pending. And he hits the freaking Magnadramon there. That is so crazy that Dracomon could search that. He's pausing though. He's not taking it. So like, immediate first thought is like, okay, well if he's not shotgun grabbing the Magnadramon, he already has one in hand. But he actually ends up deciding to get it. So it's clear that he probably doesn't. I want to say clear, but it's most likely he doesn't have another one in his hand, because there's probably no reason to grab a second one. Being that we're down to the nitty gritty of the game here, you probably won't get a chance to play the second one. He's gonna swing security though. He does have a Pagumon under there though, so despite me blocking with the Valmon, which I should be doing here, okay. And I guess, and see, another hindsight thing, was that really a misplay kind of thing again? Hits an Izzy off of the Pagumon. Now that I sit back and think about it, I guess if I would have blocked with the Valmon, it would have died. And because my Gundramon was suspended, that Commandramon that he attacked me with would have gotten 1 security off of me, and then I would have been at, 0 security, which is definitely pushing me even closer to obviously losing. But anyway, so I have 5 attacks here. Really not a lot I should really be doing here. I think the only thing I need to worry about is a ultimate flare in security. So he can hit me high or hit me low. It's really a gamble on what I attack with. I don't know if there's a really correct way to attack here. Maybe there is. I just can't think of it right the second as the game is going on. But I'm going to attack with Soundburst. Soundburst is going to die. I'm going to pitch a Trump Sword and gain a memory. Cool. Puts me at 7. 7 is the magic number for my deck because all my option cards, of course, cost 7, so it would not pass turn. I think I just swing out here and just hope that if I attack with the Gazi and... Okay, so I attack here and hope to not hit an Iron Fist. So we're going to attack here, hit a Corjamon. That's fine. Going to draw 2 cards. I pretty much have to win here this turn because otherwise he has enough attacks to get me for game and I don't have enough blockers. I'm going to attack with the Deputy. Deputy is going to hit a Darkjamon. That's fine. We got one more attack to hold our breath for, and it is another Commandramon. And then we're just going to swing with the blocker for game. Crazy, crazy set. I hope you guys enjoyed the game. Be looking out for the third Gauntlet match coming up very soon. And I'm just going to jump up out of here. And again, I'll catch you guys in my next video. Y'all know what it is. Y'all have a great day and or night whenever you're catching this video. This is your homie S. The best.TCG. Heading out. Peace.